We'll make sure the tracking is good. Calibrate it. Okay. Calibration complete. Alright, cool. We're back. Is this a critically acclaimed game, Planet? Oh my god, girl. You don't even know. We're about to go on a fucking trip. Then it came out in. It is the critically acclaimed. I love that. Love that. We're gonna cry tonight. Oh my god, yeah. We back with Who Murdered My Empress because we cannot get enough of Vu. Vu is so hot. That's why we continue to play the game. And my main goal is to open all of the routes, the spicy ones, and hopefully we play that soon. I know we won't be able to open it sooner enough, but yeah, we will be playing this game. I think it'll be fine. Anyway. Neneki, you came at the right time. You skipped my take care of yourself, health is important TED talk, because it would have been very boring. I just finished talking about it. I'll be like, you gotta take care of your health. You gotta make sure you don't eat junk food. That's me. Right, June 4th, 1845. Okay, this is Vu's point of view, by the way. We're doing Vu's the main story has been completed. This is Vu's POV. I said, look at my inability to get an appointment, but junk food in moderation. Junk food in moderation, you're correct. Oh man, I really hope that you do get the appointment. It's so hard to get appointments these days. Jesus. I wake up when the Empress is still sleeping. Silently, I shift to the edge of the bed, observing the rhythmic. Second. Forgot my mic filters. Okay, rhythmic rise and fall of her body. With each steady breath, even the way she sleeps is different from usual. Dogs don't want my non-existent VTuber money. Man, if they find out you're a VTuber, what if they're a big fan? What if they're actually a big fan of you? That'd be crazy. You'd be like, hey Doc, have you heard of VTubers? Oh yeah, I sure have. You know, I'm like really into this ghosty VTuber, and you're gonna be like, oh yeah? Ghosty VTuber? Well, what's their handle? You know, what's their Twitch? And then he goes and say, oh, you know, Neneki VT, and you're like, oh, yeah, I heard of her. Damn, like, what do you think of her? I mean, like, she's cool and all, you know, but what do you think of her? Don't you think I'm weird for having a freelance job? First of all, in this day and age, they think it's weird. This is normal. Freelance is so normal. It's everywhere. Like, please. As if they never heard of contracted work. They're the weird ones. Like, you should be like, Doc, you should really keep up with the times. It's really showing in your age, but don't do that because you don't want to get them angry because they are your doc. This person is certainly not Empress Lee Pham. You're asking for too much here. I am asking for a little too much. But who is she? The mystery of her identity will inevitably unravel in due time. For now, I need to leave this room and go get some fresh air. Empress or not, just looking at her face for too long really exhausts me. In the afternoon, while I am strolling in a garden, Zoe's voice catches my ear. Slipped and hit your head and forgot everything? That doesn't sound like the Empress I know. I take a peek from the bush and realize that Zoe is cornering the Empress. Could it be that the Empress is being impersonated? Interesting. It seems like I am not the only person who suspects she's not the real Empress. It's funny to say that because knowing, since we, you know, finished the main story, knowing how the Empress is previously is so obvious that this is not the Empress. Because she's a real pain in the butt kind of person. Like, she's absolutely horrible person. What would the court say? Do you know the punishment for pretending to be the Empress? An irresistible urge compels me to step in, pretending to protect this impersonator. This act might provide me with an upper hand in future plans against the true Empress. I take a step forward, positioning myself firmly between Zui and the impersonator. Don't disrespect the Empress. Stay aside. I am about to expose an impersonator. There is no impersonator. This is our Empress. I sense a lingering skepticism in Zui's eyes, but he is left with no choice but to leave. As he does, I turn around and slam my head on the wall, trapping the woman in front of me. Capitan. We're capitaning. I need to know who you are. I already knew from last night that you were not the Empress. Now tell me who you are before I call the guards. I know this sounds crazy, but I'm not from here. I came from the future and I woke up as the Empress. I have no intention of causing harm or taking the throne. I just want to find my way back home. Having mastered the art of reading women over the years, I've become really good at discerning the truth in their facial expressions. She is not lying. How interesting. The resemblance is astonishing. She looks exactly like the Empress. I'm left to wonder what the connection between them is. For the time being, it's a good idea to feign alliance with her to keep her close. You're not my Empress, but you seem to be a good person. I know we've just met, but you treat me kindly, and for that, I trust you. I'm sure your family and friends in the future, wherever they may be, miss you and want you to come home. Besides, for reasons not entirely clear, the woman's stern and uneasy countenance amuses me, igniting a desire to tease her. Empress or not, you are very beautiful. I would not be opposed to some fun activities, of course, tailored to your taste. I reach out to seductively twirl a lock of her red hair. Under my touch, she grows even more shy. I chuckled inwardly. This should be interesting. Man's trying to tease us. June 8th, 1845. 206 days till the murder. Still pretty early. While taking a walk in the garden, I am stopped by two young eunuchs. Before I know it, I find myself subjected to the torment. Again. Hand over your hairpin. Hurry up, we don't have all day. I remain silent, allowing them to taunt and harass me. Despite knowing I could easily defend myself, I must maintain my charade. It's important that no one suspects me. This is why they persist in tormenting me, believing I'm nothing but a submissive and feeble consort who refuses to assert himself. However, inside me, a seething rage blooms. One day, should I successfully accomplish my mission and gain the upper hand, I vow to ensure that anyone who has wronged me will experience excruciating suffering. What do you think you're doing? The Empress impersonator steps in to intervene with the eunuchs. I silently watch the eunuch scurry away in fear. I must admit, her actions have left me somewhat confused. I'm okay. I'm used to it. The impersonator seems to be bothered by me getting bullied. Vu, it's not okay for them to do that to you. And her concern is beginning to grate on my nerves. I hate being pitied like this. I purposefully ignore her questions, waiting for an opportunity to shift the conversation, but she remains persistent in her efforts to offer help. Well, I'm not her, so from now on, you can tell me if someone causes trouble for you. I will help. Help me? I'm taken aback by her offer. Over the past 6 years, I've grown accustomed to a life of self-reliance and learned not to trust anyone but myself. In spite of my annoyance, a flicker of curiosity stirs within me. No one has ever been that nice to me before, and I can tell that she's being genuine despite the cynicism she may project. Who is this woman? In an attempt to distract her, I decide to tease her just a little, hoping to evoke a reaction. So, we are friends? I was thinking of more allies. Why not friends? You don't like me? Her face flushes red in response to my question, and I almost can't suppress the smile forming on my lips. Her shyness proves to be quite entertaining. I led her to a seat in front of the mirror, my fingers gently running a comb through her hair. Through experience, I've learned that women had a hard time resisting the allure of such subtle yet intimate physical contact. Hey, sexy, welcome in. Good job on first. Yeah, how you doing? Happy Thursday. Hope you're doing good. Y'all are trickling in, and of course we're back with some, you know it, we're back with some Who Murdered My Empress. You already know when you saw the picture. Like, you know, we gotta continue this. I've never asked you your name. Your real name. You can call me Mai. Mai, as in apricot blossom? Coincidentally, apricot blossoms were my favorite flowers growing up. It was meant to be. It was obviously meant to be. Like, super obviously meant to be. Back when I resided in the palace as a prince. What is going on? Picking up my mouth? Okay. My parents would have the maids decorate the hallways with hundreds of small apricot blossom trees to mark the arrival of the new year. The vibrant yellow hue brought immense joy to my younger self, a sign that spring was on its way. Strangely, something is profoundly soothing in the act of combing Mai's hair. Let me know if the music's a little too loud, because it might be. Let me lower it a little. As I inhaled deeply, allowing the scent of grapefruit from her soft, lustrous hair envelop me, a familiar figure dressed in white burst into the room, shattering our tranquil moment. Your Majesty, I found the information you're looking for. The sudden appearance of Tang jolts me back to reality, snapping me out of my reverie. As I make my exit from the room, I make a mental note to myself. I must not allow myself to grow too comfortable in her presence. I should harbor nothing but disdain. She has the face of my enemy. That's why he keeps his distance. It's kind of, wow, like you can see why. June 18, 1845, 196 days till the murder. Crazy. Everything is according to plan. As I bring generalized note to the oil lamp's flame, watching the fire consume the coarse paper's edge, I plunge into deep contemplation. General Lai and I have been maintaining secret communication nearly every day since the day he discovered me. He has been carefully orchestrating a strategy to gather Shanghai soldiers and mount an attack on Daviet's capital. They have managed to establish temporary military camps in the mountainous regions, away from the watchful eyes of Daviet's guards. Our forces remain modest for now, but with training and steady supply, we will gradually grow stronger. Our current objective is to maintain a low profile, but the pace at which things are progressing suggests that the day of reckoning may arrive sooner than expected. Initially, I had intended to tell General Pai about Mai's true identity, but I find myself hesitating. Perhaps there are no immediate consequences to keeping her true identity concealed from him. Our primary mission is to fortify our military, and I should remain focused on that. However, if I'm honest with myself, the real reason for my hesitation is my curiosity about Mai. Her presence in the palace has injected a spark into these otherwise long, gloomy days in this dreadful place. No matter how much I've told myself to stop thinking about her, I can't stop ruminating on our conversation in her chamber the other day. Oh my god. Out of English. Well, I'm not her, so from now on you can tell me if someone causes trouble for you. I will help. Whether I like it or not, the way she asserted herself to protect me from the eunuchs has touched something within me that I didn't even realize was there. a desire to be protected, a desire to connect to someone. And that is where he sparked a little bit of feelings for her. July 15th, 1845. So, interestingly, this POV goes pretty fast compared to the main story, right? 168 days till the murder. I've been discreetly monitoring Mai, and to my surprise, she has proven to be quite adept at impersonating the Empress. No one, not even Tang, has raised any suspicions, except, of course, Zui. I decided to take a walk around the West Palace to pass the time while Mai is attending court. The summer in Hue can become unbearably hot and humid. However, today is a rare exception. As I enjoy the cool air on such an unusual day, my thoughts once again drift to Mai. Despite her seemingly lack of intent to disrupt the palace, always dutifully fulfilling the Empress's court responsibilities, I can't shake the feeling that she is concealing something. The way she probes people about certain matters, her reluctance to discuss particular topics, and her remarkable skill at making her true intentions all leave me intrigued. What is she hiding? Lost in thought and oblivious to my surroundings, I accidentally collide with someone rushing across the garden. Ugh. Vu, watch your step. And why are you always sneaking around the palace like that? Regaining my balance after the contact, I straightened my clothes and cast an indifferent glance towards Zui. I could ask you the same thing. I still haven't forgotten what you did the other day. He raises an eyebrow at me, challenging tone in his voice. I don't know what you're talking about. You think I'll buy that? It's the real Empress Lefam? As I said before, it's not her. I mean, it's her. Lol. I respond to Zui with a stoic expression. His unwavering persistence is becoming increasingly vexing. Fine, if you refrain from meddling in my business, I will stay clear of yours. With that, he dashes away. It seems like things will get interesting in the palace soon. It will, wouldn't it? Oh, is this the date? I think this is the date part of it. It's been a while since I ventured beyond the palace walls. Convincing Mai and Min to let me accompany them to the gambling house was relatively easy. However, contrary to Mai's belief, I am not here for leisure. The thick incense smoke mixed with the aroma of opium conjures memories of my time in a theater district. Daviette's nightlife can be tantalizing, capable of leading anyone astray, making them vulnerable to corruption. Yet, I no longer yearn for that life. A long time ago, I made the conscious decision to abandon it in pursuit of my ultimate mission. That's precisely why I'm here now, keeping a watchful eye on Mai, trying to plot a way to assassinate the real Empress. Or at least, that's part of it. I would be lying to deny that I've taken an interest in being around her. And look who's here. Zui. Again. It's surprising how frequently he and I cross paths. Mai seemed to be really mad at what Zui said about women and gender roles, so much that she challenges him to drink with her. Growing up, I've never held beliefs that men were superior to women in any way. Compared to Daviette, a nation that is heavily influenced by Confucianism, Shanghai is much more open to what it comes to what women cannot do. Growing up looking feminine and after years of working in a theater district, I've grown to understand the hardships that women have to overcome in Daviette society. Her anger is well justified. It's actually really entertaining to watch Mai and Zui emptying bottles after bottles of wine. I'm impressed by how she is able to hold her liquor. If she truly comes from the future as she claimed, I wonder if all women in the future are like her. Oh no, I think she's going to throw up. I follow her to the street. Against my will, I feel a bit bad for her. That much alcohol mustn't feel good on the stomach. Noticing a stain on her shirt, I wrap a coat around her, but the moment she looks up, a strange tingle of emotions flushes through me. I find myself utterly captivated by her rosy cheeks. I can't help but to be drawn to the glistening luster in her eyes, things I haven't noticed about women in such a long time. Your Majesty, Blackbeard is ready for you. Min's interruption snaps me out of my thoughts. I follow everyone inside, sigh to myself. What has gone into me today? Truly, Boo, you have mixed feelings now. July 16, 1845, 167 days till the murder. We're moving pretty fast in this one. I'm sitting in my room, staring at the box on my desk. This is where I keep all my love letters I wrote to the Empress, but never sent them to her, and a portrait of her. When I first arrived at the harem, I had a concrete plan to gain her favor, so I practiced writing her love letters, even though it sickened me to the core to do so. But then I found out that she was not the sentimental type. She didn't like any romantic gestures like letters or poems. Instead, the only thing she seemed to derive pleasure from was being rough with her consorts and concubines. So this box is now just a reminder for myself of how much I hate her and how much I need to kill her. I hear a knock at the door. It's Mai. I shut the box when I see her step in. I wonder what she's doing here. Huh? She asked me to help her with a calligraphy challenge. Then please help me. I am desperate. I suppose I can help to get on her good side. I believe I can help. However, my teaching method is... I lean close to her and whisper in her ears. Unique. Mai flinches and jolts away from me as if she doesn't enjoy being flirted with, but her red cheeks and dilated pupils tells me otherwise. Her reaction amuses me. She seems so innocent when it comes to this stuff. He's teasing her and he loves her. A day has passed and Mai comes to me for our lesson as promised. I can't wait to start our lesson. This challenge has been giving me anxiety all day. So have you prepared the ink yet? Shall we start writing? There will be no writing. At least, not yet. No writing, but it's calligraphy. In order to master calligraphy, you need to understand the philosophy behind it. Writing will be the last thing that you learn. I already knew that it would be a challenge to teach my calligraphy. She has the opposite traits of a good artist, always being so logical and stiff. Perhaps it would be amusing to taunt her a little today. I cover Mai's eyes with a piece of fabric. She starts to stutter already. This should be fun. Focus and tell me, Mai, how do you feel about my voice? Her cheeks turn bright red at my question. There's no mistake that she's attracted to me. Well, I mean, most women are. We know that, Boo. We know that. But it's interesting that I've never seen a woman at her age getting so squeamish about it, that she tries so hard to hide her attraction for me. Are you like this to all women? Like what? Don't understand how you can shamefully flirt with strangers like that. For some reason, even though I'm just trying to be nonchalant, the word strangers coming from Mai annoys me. Strangers? Ouch. I'm hurt. I thought we were friends. We got the look of it. We know it for real. That's right. How you doing, Gato? Nice to see you. Just in time, because we all know that you love this series. But we already know what happened. So it's pretty cool to see Vu's point of view. This is the part where he teaches her calligraphy, so I'm sure you remember that. I was doing homework and lurking. Ooh, look at you, being productive today. Good luck with your homework, Gato. And thank you for the lurk, I really appreciate it. Well then, maybe if I put a little bit more effort, she will have to finally submit to her attraction towards me, right? Also, is your homework hard? Do you have to like write essays and essays? I hope not. That is not how I flirt. Oh, he did. I remember this scene. I remember this scene. I grab her wrist and pull her on my lap, letting the silky robe on her eyes slip down her cheeks. This is... We lock gazes. I only plan to tease her a little, but... Yes, a lot, sadly. Oh no. I feel sorry for you. I'm so sorry. You can do this, Gato. You can do this. We're both working on something. I guess I'm working on the visual novel. You're working on homework. Let's get this finished. Let's do this, Gato. You can do this. There is something about the way that her indigo eyes look up to me. About the pleasant scent from her hair wrapping around me. About how soft and enticing her lips look. He is really getting into her right now. He's like absolutely like smitten with her. Is more time consuming than anything. Look, I mean, that's what school's all about, right? It's really time consuming. I'm trying to ignore the way my pulse is kicking dangerously at the sight of her. As I'm about to lower my face, I realize what I'm doing. No, this is enough. I can't. I shouldn't. I push her up to a seated position and initiate to end the lesson. It's getting late. We will continue tomorrow. I quickly close the door behind her. I desperately hope she didn't see me blush. As I listen to the echo of Mai's footsteps from the hallway when she leaves, take a deep inhale of a grapefruit scent that still lingers in my room, and make a mental note to myself. I should be more careful with letting all of these emotions get in my head. It has been a few hours since our calligraphy lesson started, yet Mai hasn't been able to produce any character that is good enough. Not good enough, Mai. Put your back into it. It's not good enough. Not good enough. The unbearable summer heat only adds to the contradicting feelings inside me. On one hand, logically speaking, letting Mai fail the calligraphy challenge is a good thing for me. Emperor Kanai is famous for being temperamental. Oh, and I got a call. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I got a little phone call from the mumsies. And she's asking me on how to buy gift cards, and I'm like, yeah, just tell them how much you want. But turns out that gift cards, they don't accept cash, they only accept card to pay. She's like, oh, I don't have my card. Well, too bad, I guess. Anyways, right back to the game. Sorry about that. Emperor Kenai is famous for being temperamental. If the Empress of Daviet is proven to be bad at calligraphy and composing poems, his opinion about Daviet would become negative, and he would decrease his financial support to the country. Gift cards, skip cards. But on the other hand, I want Mai to succeed. Is it right to punish her for a crime that she didn't commit? Suddenly, it starts to rain. In a matter of a millisecond, water pours from above us, with raindrops so big that they almost sting when touching my face. Side by side, we sprint to the hallway, which is still quite far from us. The rain has completely taken over. As I see Mai stumble forward, I reach out to grab her sleeves, but we both stumble on the ground. Ouch! Watch out! I burst into laughter when we realize the stack of papers we have been carefully carrying has disintegrated into mere fragments. As we both lay on the wet, muddy ground, a string of memories suddenly flash into my mind. Oh, and another call. Give me 1 second. Alright, I left a voice message. I think that's easier. Shanghai has a very dry climate. Growing up, I was isolated from other noble children in the palace by my parents, as they wanted to shield me from politics. On the rare occasion that it rained, I would be so happy just to run across the palace yard by myself, letting my child self forget that I was lonely. Now when I think about it, I've never really had friends. Not in Shanghai, not in Daviet. But not having friends never bothered me, or was I just too used to the loneliness? Looking at Mai smiling, I realized perhaps this is the first time I feel less lonely. Aw, and this is where he falls in love with her, huh? The temptation to feel the cold pond water makes me ask Mai to bathe with me. Promise you won't look. But also, maybe, I'm tempted to get closer to her. Promise. As we bathe in the rain, I try to stay nonchalant, but the truth is, I'm distracted. I try not to be rude and stare at her too much, but the sight of the raindrops sliding down her soft collarbones is making it hard for me not to stare. Do you ever want to visit home, Vu? Her question evokes a rush of bitterness within me. I wish I could tell her how I feel. I have no one to talk to about the pain inside my heart. But of course I can't. My burden is for me, and only me to bear. So I try to distract her from the conversation by seducing her a little more. Are you taking an interest in me? Of course, as usual. Whoa, slow down, sir. Take me on a date first. He's just taking a bath in the lake for eye candy. Sexy's like, hold up. Yeah, take me to a date first. Wait, Vu. I think someone is here. She points to the hallway in the distance. Where? Even out the corner of my eyes, I know exactly who that is. It's General Lai lurking and keeping close eye on my activity. I make a small signal for him to leave when Mai turns her head in another direction. How strange. I swear I saw someone there. That's who it was. Interesting. We get back to my room after the rain, so now we know who that is. Now we finally know who that is. I sigh as I watch Mai leave. How long can I keep this secret that Mai is not the Empress from General Lai? Man, I don't think he would know, I don't think he would believe that it's not her. Boundary, welcome in! Welcome in, Boundary. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm just about to drink my tea. August 1st, 1845. So now we know it wasn't schizophrenia. No, it wasn't. Like, she was really on top of things. She knows. Thank you for always hydrating us. We really appreciate it, Boundary. I'm making my bed to prepare to go to sleep when I hear a knock. It's Mai's maid. And of course, per usual, we're playing Who Murdered My Empress. Vey, welcome in! Welcome in. Let me give you a shout out too. Yes, we're continuing our visual novel because we gotta finish it. We gotta finish this. Concert Vu. Concert Vu. I was like, what the hell? What happened? Why are you here this late? I'm so worried about the Empress. What happened to her? She has been sick for days, yet she refuses to take medicine. I feel a mild pinch in my chest. Oh, because we all know he likes her now, okay? You are the only man she's been fond of in the harem lately. Can you come and tend to her? Nice to see you, Vey. Okay. I'll be there. 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 10 points to those who know where that's from. Where my reference is from. Because if you know this one, you might be a millennial. As I'm heading to Mai's room with a bowl of medicine I prepared myself, I can't help but feel mad at her. How silly it is to take her life for granted and not get her fever treated. What if... Fine, I'll stay with her until she gets better tonight. I don't want it. Yes, you do. No, I don't. Listen, no matter what you say, I will be here until you get better. Why is this girl so stubborn? Why does she push everyone away? But who am I to judge her? I remind myself I'm more similar to her than I'd like to admit. We are both forced to live under another identity, gradually losing pieces of ourselves each passing day. We both, for many reasons, can't accept our feelings, can't truly speak our mind and say how we feel to other people. Under the soft, warm lantern light, I watch Mai peacefully sleep. Wish I could tell you how I feel, Mai. Oh, there's an incoming ad, by the way, so, hold on, I'll be back. Oh, unless that was the ad, and, that's weird. I thought there was an incoming ad. Anyways. Looking at her now with a delicate strand of hair cascading onto the silky pillow, I extend my hand and gently twirl it with my fingers, enjoying the silent confession of the unspoken connection between us. This is where he starts to be like, damn, I think I'm in love with her, but I can't say it. I can't tell her who I am. I can't be truthful about who I am. Damn. That sucks. And BRB. Hold on. Watch my model. Sorry about that. I'm back too. I got the welcome back. Yeah, the ad portion of it, that's annoying. I'm sorry about that. Oh man. Okay. Alright. Continuation. Oh, my god, it's so cold. I gotta turn off my fan now. My fan on. So hot at first and now it's cold. Oop. No, I don't want that. Let me save before it's too late. Yeah, return. Okay. I haven't had someone to care for in a long time. After being betrayed by my first love, all the caring gestures I displayed in front of women, whether in the theater district or in the presence of Empress La Femme, were merely empty habits to gain attention or favor from them. Adjust my seating. But now, I'm burned with a desire. The desire to be around Mai, to tease her, to see her smile. But of course, deep inside, I'm still struggling to suppress my deepest turmoil. Given who I am and what my mission is, do I have the right to care for her? My father used to say, my biggest weakness was that I make hasty decisions based on my emotions, and right this moment, my weakness is showing. Even amidst all the doubt and turmoil, I can't contain my emotions anymore. I need to do something. Perhaps there is no harm if I just tell Mai how I feel about her. Even if I can't disclose who I am. That's why I decided to give her a dance performance after the calligraphy challenge tonight, and confess my feelings for her after. Practicing my dance in the afternoon, I can't help but feel anxious. I know that Mai is attracted to me, but I worry she will turn me down. There is something really complex within her that is hard for me to decipher. Suddenly, voices of two maids from afar catch my attention. Did you notice that lately, the Empress is becoming very close to official Tang? Yeah, I'm not an idiot. Everyone notices that. I heard they go way back, but for some strange reason, they stopped being close 3 years ago. Official Tang clearly still loves the Empress. I wonder why the Empress has changed her mind recently and gets close to him. Ha, who knows? Hey, a fun idea. Let's bet on how long it would take for them to finally consummate their marriage. I ferociously clench my fist as I listen to the maid's conversation. I've always been envious of Tang. And... really quick, hold on. Sorry about that, I'm back again. Oh my god, the dogs are barking. My neighbor's dogs are barking. He was born into nobility, just like I was. Regarding talent and appearance, I'm not worse than him in any way. That's right, Vu. You're gorgeous. You know it. But the only thing that makes him have such a good life filled with peace and everyone's respect is luck. Luck? If only fate had been kinder with me, then I would have to live such a miserable life like this. And now, it's taking away from me the attention of the only person I take an interest in. No, I need to confess how I feel to Mai first tonight, before Tang gets closer to her. Oh my god, my tracker? Track me. Okay, there you go. Is it better? Maybe not. I don't know. I can't tell. I mean, my mouth is moving a little bit more fluidly. Okay. Across the room, I danced for Mai. I practiced this dance thousands of times before yet. I can't stop feeling a little nervous. Is this enough for her to like me? The time seems to stand still amidst the music and under the gazes of all the guests, adding more to my anxiety while dancing. I try to smile at her with the hope that she will smile back. Am I enough for her to admit? Oh my god, my mouth is not moving. Ah, come on. It seems like it's not picking up very well. Oh, maybe. Okay, now it's slightly better. Okay, I'm testing things out. Please be patient with me, guys. Okay. Yeah, this is when he's really, really, really likes her now. His feelings are deep, deep. August 20th, 1845. You already know it. We're getting very close. After the night, I saw Mai with Tang in her chamber. I've been locking myself in my room most days, like today. I'm well aware that I shouldn't let these feelings consume me like this. But I can't. How can a man sit still when the woman he fancies is with another man? I feel like a child, yearning to compete for her affection. I know that Tang, blinded by his love for the Empress, is still oblivious to the fact that Mai is not her. What about Mai? Does she fancy him? Does she give him the same smiles she gave me that were so rare to see? Does she blush for him the way she did for me? Does she let him touch her like she let me? Ugh. The thought of Tang touching her drives me to the brink of anger. No matter what I try to do, I can't seem to calm down anymore. Knock knock. The knocking sound brings me out of my thoughts. Come in. It's me, Your Highness. Oh my god, he just walks in, clear as day, man. Like, you could have sneaked in. No, you just... Okay. Don't worry, Your Highness. I was careful enough not to let anyone see me. What do you want? I slump on my chair, not even able to hide my sour mood. I came here to talk about a planned pivot. We need to assassinate the Empress as soon as possible. What? We've just received intel indicating that Daviet court officials are hatching a mutiny plot to dethrone the Empress. If successful, power will shift to another, potentially more capable leader. To prevent this, we must take decisive action and assassinate her before the military unfolds. This will sow chaos in the court and divert their attention from investigating our camps. This news doesn't come as a surprise. I'm very sure that this has to do with Zui's father. They have been working on this plan for a long time. But if this means we have to assassinate the Empress, no, then... No, let's wait. There is still time. But Your Highness, we cannot delay killing her any longer. The mutiny will happen anytime soon, and once Daviet's government stables again, they will come after us first thing, wasting all of our effort. Well, he is right. At this moment, I can't think of anything else other than preventing Mai from being killed. Even if I tell General Lai about Mai's real identity, it will not dissuade him. The real Empress's whereabouts is still unknown. Killing Mai means killing the Empress. I said no. Let's wait. General Lai starts to agitate at my determination. He stands right in front of me, his eyes piercing. Your Highness, don't forget why you are here in the first place. Have you perhaps grown fond of her? Stare him down, trying to assert my authority. But I, better than any else, know that he's partially right. I've grown too fond of Mai. I am your prince. This is my order. Don't touch the Empress for now. I promise I will take care of her. General Lai scoffs and shoots me a disdainful look before storming out of the room. He thinks I haven't realized his intention, but I do. Despite the formalities he extends, addressing me as his prince and keeping me in the loop with the military plans, it's evident that, to him, I'm merely an empty title. In the eyes of the people of Shanghai, a figure with royal blood is what they require, and I'm just a symbolic role with little influence in his grand scheme. Indeed. Got a little cray-cray. Just a little cray-cray. Oh wow, we're going fast. September 1st. Yeah, so we know that he's very jealous of Tang, obviously. During the food tasting ceremony, I continuously feel uneasy. One, because of General Lai's words the other day. In big events like this, there's no guarantee that he would not plot something dangerous for Mai. But two, because of how close Tang and Mai seem to be. Here, please don't let your outfit get stained. Allow me. I roll my eyes watching Tang reaching into his sleeve, pulling out a handkerchief to wipe Mai's wrist. I haven't slept well in days, and witnessing this only makes me more moody. Suddenly, the official who tasted the pastries Min brought out starts foaming at the corners of his mouth, and then collapses to the ground. He's dead! I believe someone has poisoned the food, Your Majesty. I let out a heavy sigh. I anticipated that General Lai would defy my order and take action. I didn't know he would act so swiftly and boldly like this in front of the entire court. But at least Mai is safe. That is all that matters now. As Tang checks in on Mai and comforts her in the ceremony room, I once again feel heat rising within my body. It should be me comforting her now. From across the room, Tang shoots me a discreet glare. His expression remains stoic as always. But man to man, I know the meaning behind that look. He's stalking. He's staking his claim on her. Ugh, how infuriating. And right at this moment, I realized that all the anger I have towards Tang and all the possessiveness I have towards Mai stem from one thing, and one thing only. Against my will, against the constraints of our circumstances, I have fallen for her. Yep, you sure did, buddy. You sure have. Ooh, September 4th, here we go. Oh, that's where they killed. After the night I confessed my feelings for Mai and we shared our first kiss, my world has turned upside down. For the first time in a very long time, I feel, how to put it, alive. Her presence is like a lustrous heavy rain after a long drought, reviving the feelings in me that I thought I had given up a long time ago. Lust, passion, warmth, and desperation for closeness. Thoughts of her consume me every second of the day. The food that I eat suddenly tastes good. The melodies coming from my zither suddenly have a meaning. Aww, he's so in love with her. I often take her to secret spots around the palace. The sceneries that I once came to enjoy to distract myself from the loneliness now all seem more striking than ever. Just doing the simplest things with her fills me with content. Just a small touch by her fingertips, just a small kiss from her lips makes me feel like I'm the happiest man alive. My favorite thing to do is to lay my head on her lap while she's practicing calligraphy. She has this habit. Anytime she struggles with writing a character, she would chew on her cheeks, which I find adorable. If right now God asks me what my biggest wish is, perhaps it's not to get revenge anymore. It's to make the time stop right here, my head on her lap while she's twirling my hair, giving me the most sincere smile that I can't stop looking at. Today, while I'm distracted by this pure bliss just to be near her, she asks me something that startles me. Vu, do you know if there's a member of the Shanghai royal family still alive, or were they all executed by Empress LaFemme? A member of the royal family? The determination in her eyes to uncover the truth makes me nervous. Not that I know of. I live in a village far away from the capital, so we didn't know much about the royal family. Really? They don't have a distant relative? Desperate to divert her inquiries, I fabricate a vague story about a deceased princess in Shanghai, loosely based on my own circumstances. I hope this will dissuade her from further questioning. The reality is, most citizens in Shanghai remain unaware of my existence, oblivious to the presence of their prince. Even when my father ascended the throne, he refrained from publicly acknowledging me, because he feared that distant relatives might resort to assassinate me to seize power. That makes sense. I mean, he is like the prince. He intended to unveil my identity as the crown prince to the court when I turn 18. But of course, that day came. Don't be so stressed. You are here with me. Why not enjoy each other's company? I lean in to kiss Mai to distract her from asking dangerous questions. As I do so, a painful realization sinks in. As much as I want to hide from reality, as much as I want to pretend I can experience this good life with Mai forever, I will soon have to face the truth. I don't deserve love. I'm not meant to be loved. I'm not meant to love. Oh my god. I am destined to get revenge, and I know deep down in my heart that it will be the end of me. But is it wrong of me just to pretend everything will be fine? To enjoy these short-lived happy moments for a tad longer? After we kiss, she asks me yet another strange question. Vu, you're not superstitious, are you? Why do we ask? I want to tell you something. She tells me about the curse that she discovered, about how Empress La Femme and her are connected by a special spell. Oh, why didn't you tell me sooner? So that's the thing she's been hiding all this time. I uncontrollably feel a bit hurt that she hides things from me. Two can play this game. But then I scoff inwardly. Who am I to judge her? I just don't really believe in all of that. As a child in Shanghai, I know the tale of Mai Tian and Van Hui. Van Hui? You? It's a lesser-known fact that Van Hui originated from Shanghai, while Mai Tian originated from a land that is now part of Daviet. Over 3,000 years, the borders and the definitions of the two countries, Daviet and Shanghai, have shifted back and forth, trapped in a cyclic pattern of wars against each other. The only reason I'm aware of this historical narrative is because I am a descendant of Van Hui. Van Hui. Hugh. Oh my god, Chonky, welcome in. A detail preserved in our family records. He remains a subject of worship within our royal family. Hello, I'm doing good. We're going through this really quickly, actually. The POV of Vu. How you doing, Chonky? However, I realize the matter at hand is more complex. While this whole curse thing might sound fabricated, an alarm gong sound echoes in the corner of my mind. There is a possibility that magic is real. I mean, my travel to this world from the future. If it wasn't real, then how can one explain it? Okay, nice night today. Indeed. It's a very nice night on my side, too. I'm glad to hear that. Glad to see you, by the way. And if the curse is real, if Mai were to die before a certain day, there might be consequences for Empress La Femme. No. Let's not entertain such thoughts. It must be false. I pinch myself, trying to snap out of it. I can't let Mai die. I won't let Mai die. Returning from Mai's room, I found a letter from General Lai. A surprising sight considering our recent argument in my chamber over hastening the plan to eliminate the Empress. Since that incident, he has refrained from visiting me, leading me to believe he may have abandoned his loyalty to the prince. We've received information that the court officials planning a mutiny against the Empress will assemble at Harbin tomorrow. We'll dispatch a group to tail them, and if the opportunity arises, we will launch an attack. Oh my god. Here we go. It's happening. Oh my god, it's happening. So Zui and his father persist in their machinations. I harbor no strong opinion on General Lai's plan. Regardless of the specifics of Zui's scheme, he and his father remain a part of Daviet's government our adversaries. If General Lai prioritizes thwarting their plot to overthrow Daviet, does that imply he will postpone the assassination of the Empress? Does that mean Mai will have some more time? You... what? Mai tells me about her plan to go to Harbin to investigate Zui by herself. No, this is not good. This is bad. Why can't you just order some guards to go instead? It's too dangerous. There's no doubt that General Lai's group would encounter Mai in Harbin. In fact, he may have already assigned individuals to secretly trail her whenever she departs the palace. Yes, stretch. Mai, I have a bad feeling about this. At least let me go with you. With her by herself, how can she assure her own safety? After General Lai's failed attempt to poison her at the tasting ceremony, I'm sure he will stop at nothing to assassinate her tomorrow. I'll be fine on my own. No matter how I try to talk her out of it, she doesn't listen. Her stubbornness is so attractive, yet so vexing at moments like this. I feign a smile, pretending to feel okay letting her go, but just the mere thought of her getting harmed hurts me. No, there is something I can do to protect her. What is that something? Huh? Prince? What is that something? Tell me. We need to know. October 1st, 1845. Oh my god, DOG, look who's here. Welcome in. Let me give you a shout out. That guy is so purple. He really is. He really is purple. He, like, his whole spiel is purple. You know what I'm saying? Nice of you to drop by, eh? Are you not streaming today? Are you streaming maybe later? Or maybe you streamed today, earlier today, maybe. Nope. Hey, take it easy now. Alright, you get your break today. Hopefully it's a nice break. I stream tomorrow. Nice. Hopefully I can drop by and say hi too. It's nice seeing you, DOG. Oh my god, it's been so long. You've been busy. You've been busy streaming and doing your own thing, you know? Happy to see that you have like something going on. That's great, DOG. It has been super busy. Oh yeah, I bet. And, you know, it's really nice to see you. Like, unfortunately with like time zones and stuff, it's so hard to like go to your streams and stuff, but every time I notice that you're on stream, I'm like, yay, go DOG, go. I see you're also spectacularing. I start this next week. Nice. Yeah. I started like beginning the first week of October, I think. And then I just continue. I know you would do an amazing job. I can't wait to stop by and say hi to you. I'm sure you'll do great. You'll have tons of fun. Are you doing it solo or a little bit of mixed with collabs and stuff? Nerd. Cool, welcome in. Okay, cool. Let me see if I can give you a shout out right after DOG. I hope it lets me, unless there's a... oh man, another... okay, hold on. There's a cooldown. Get it cool down. Anyways. Calling me nerd is crazy. Yeah. We're just doing some visual novel as per usual. We've been following this visual novel, Who Murdered My Empress, and we finished the main story. Now we're going into the secondary story. It's like a POV. In order to unlock some spicy scenes that we're probably gonna play after the Spooktacular streamathon, you know? So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I just want to finish the POV of this character first and then see what's up, you know? Crazy? I was oh no, we activated Gato. Oh no. DOG, are you gonna be playing like spooky games the whole time? Oh, Aries! Kaka, welcome in, Kaka! Can I shout you out? Is there a cooldown? Hold on. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Aries. Thank you so much for the shout out. I mean, hello? Thank you so much for the raid. I can't speak. Everyone is here. Yeah. Welcome in, Aries. Hope you had tons of fun. Let me see what you're doing. Oh my god, please. Not when I'm trying to focus on typing Aries' name down. Cool, I beg of you. We're playing a visual novel. Please don't scare me. Let's see what you were playing. Ooh, Armored Core. Fire of Rubicon. Yeah, it was good. I got my butt kicked in 2 different games. You know what? I probably will get my butt kicked in those type of games, so you're doing much more better than I am. I can 100% say that. This is a break from Horror Day, right? Which one? Me? Me? I mean, yesterday Vanilla was the one streaming, so. Oh my god! Also, thank you. And a follow-up scare indeed scared me. Scared the heck out of me. Oh my god! Thank you, cool. Thank you so much for the support and the sub. You're awesome. 33 months. That is insane. Insane. Also, Aries, I hope you remember to stretch. Remember to hydrate, and if you are hungry, please get something to eat. You know, fill your little bird belly. I would give you a pat on the head, because apparently I was told I cannot pat the back or the wings, or you know, that's bad. So I give you head pats. I'm gonna go eat because I haven't eaten in almost a full day. Oh my god, what you doing? What you doing, Aries? Why are you starving yourself? Go eat right now, girl. Right now. You can pet my back and wings, can I? I was told that you're not supposed to do that to birds, but okay. I shall. You have a wonderful meal, and you're more than welcome to stay and lurk if you like. And also, sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. Hi, my name is Choco, for the ones who just stepped in. Yeah, my name is Choco, and I am a tarantula VTuber. I share this channel with my older brother, Vanilla. So if you don't see me, probably Vanilla. Yeah. Okay, Choco, I'll be lurking in your rafters. Of course! Of course, you are more than welcome to lurk. Thank you for lurking, and you have a great meal. Take care of yourself. Good job on stream. Impact the back of birds, not as hard as other species, yes. Devourer, Ghost Watchers, content warning. Oh my god. Oh. Has Aries been doing all that? But you can. But I can. Can I? I gave Small Bean some co-op games to maybe try. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Cool did recommend me a lot of co-op games. Co-op spooky games. It's funny enough, I have all of those. Look. I don't have any of those. I didn't even buy Content War. I was looking at Labyrinthine. I don't know how to say it, but I was looking into that one. Maybe. Who knows? I'm still hella scared. I suck at these. That's why I'm doing a visual novel right now, is because I'm trying to take a break. DOG, I know Zalan probably told you this, but we were playing like Outlast. Or to be exact, we were trying to play Outlast, and it took me like 45 minutes to get out the tutorial. And I don't know. I don't know if I have the guts to continue playing. I might just chicken out, you know what I'm saying? It's so scary. I can't do it. You need to play Hellpoint. Lol. You're trying hard. I'm trying. I get scared very easily though. Time to get Small Bean money to buy horror games? No, it's okay. Just keep me broke so I don't have to buy the scary games. Just keep me broke. It's funny as hell. It's because I'm so chicken. I'm so scared of everything. Oh, it's so hard. I tried. Every time I play a horror game, it's as if it feels like I ran a marathon. God, I had to take a break. I had to breathe. It's okay. More chipkin than Aries? I'm so chipkin. Like, you don't believe it. I'm so chipkin. Anything can scare me. Hellpoint is just a Souls-like with some spooky. Oh, that sounds so hard to me. This sounds like it's gonna be really hard to play. I'm not that much of a gamer to play those. I feel like I'll fail so hard. Oh god. But to the ones that I didn't even say what kind of game I'm playing. I'm playing a visual novel game called Who Murdered My Empress, by the way. And this is kind of like a continuation of the main story. It's like a POV of another character, so if you don't know what's going on, I'm very sorry. I wish I could tell you, but at the same time, I also, if you don't mind spoilers, feel free to go ahead and watch. If you mind spoilers, you can always check them out, called Who Murdered My Empress on Steam, and it's available. Yeah. It's like a 19th century, 19th century older Vietnam, like super old kind of setting, and they're trying to figure out like what, like, this main character isekai, well, not isekai, she went back in time all of a sudden and got in the role of an empress. And apparently that empress is very evil and cunning, and everyone hates her, and she has like a harem of guys, like pretty consorts and concubines, and it's a little bit of like a lot of like romance, slow burn, but politics in there as well. It's kind of interesting. Visual novel. This is why I gave 2 horror visual novels. Thank you for the recommendations, by the way. Those really, those are really doable for me. Like, if it's horror visual novels, I think I can do that. I can do that. No problem. They have no jump scares, just psycho horror. Yeah, that's totally fine. Choco was very thirsty during this game. Look, we all were thirsty during this game. I need to hydrate. Oh, thank you, cool. Thank you. And also, good job on first. Oh, we big welcome in. Thanks for the stretch. I have my hot green tea here, ready to sip. I'm almost running out. Doing these type of games, because it does not have voice acting in there, I've been literally reading.
Take those eyes of yours. So now, you only have to look at me.
Mm-hmm. Don't let Vanilla take your eyes, man. I'm telling you. When he takes your eyes... I try to make a joke, but I can't. Okay, anyways. Feel free to join, guys. Feel free to chill with me and continue this game. Yes, Weeping, it is Vu's point of view, by the way. We're continuing this. If you guys like a little bit of like soft ASMR reading, this is basically what I'm doing. I'm just reading a voice, like a visual novel. That's what I'm doing. Literally. So there's a lot of reading, so get ready, man. Get ready. Ooh, yeah. Oh, cool. I don't know if you noticed. I've added, I don't know if you got to redeem it, but I added a vanilla yandere line and a choco yandere line, you know? So that, you know, because it's spooky month, so I thought, you know, and also it was one of my goals from the previous charity stream that I had to do, so I get it, Gato, I get it. Thank you for waking me up. And like, totally, yeah, that totally scared me. Mm-hmm. Obsessed. Yep. Controlling? No, I'm just taking what is rightfully mine. A little bit of possessiveness in that one. That was fun to record. It was fun. Yep. Yeah. Yes, forgive about the date. Okay, Valley girl, got it. I got you, girl. I'm a Valley girl right now. I got you. Even though Zui and his father are plotting a mutiny against her, they don't want her to be assassinated. And I also know something else. Zui can pretend to hate Mai with his harsh words all he wants, but I know that he has a soft spot for her. The way he secretly looks at her, the subtle smiles when her name is mentioned, can't conceal those from me. I hate to seek aid from a rival, but it's a key to my safety. Ugh, I'll accept it. Dipping my brush in ink, I start writing. Dewey is Denise. Yeah. Boo, it's not Boo, it's Vicky. Okay, you got it. It's Vicky, got it. The Empress will be attacked. Dennis, save her. God, Dennis, please. I deliberately leave out any details about who would attack her to avoid involving Shanghai soldiers. I can only hope Denise intervenes before the situation escalates. JK, see how you fit when to end the valley roll. Yeah, don't worry. I think it's like 5 minutes, by the way. I tie the letter around my bird's leg and set it up in the air. Go, fly, go. I hope no harm will come to you, girl. Hashtag be safe. And General Lai, I will apologize to you in person later. I promise to deal with the consequences of my actions. Tweet, tweet, tweety. Okay. Okay. How it is. I'm gonna do like one more for the fun of it. Actually, I think this is... No, I had to do the whole 5 minutes. God dang it. I've been anxiously waiting for news about Mai and Habin to the point I couldn't sleep. The moment the palace announces her return, an overwhelmingly sense of relief washes over me, removing the weight in my chest for the last few days. I am so worried. Girls, so worried. That means Denise, just like I anticipated, managed to rescue her. She must have been so frightened. Just that thought tightens my chest. Right now, all I want to do is be with her, offering her comfort and reassurance. Mai's Melissa, you got it. As I'm about to be on my way to see her, I receive another letter. It must be from General Lai. Daviet's officials follow us from Habin and uncovered the locations of all our military camps. It seems someone betrayed us by revealing that we were in Habin. We convert all the names, indeed. Our camps and supplies have been razed to the ground. General Lai, along with other 300 soldiers, have lost their lives. Oh my god, 300 soldiers. Jesus Christ. The few remaining soldiers have abandoned hope and expressed a desire to surrender. What? I feel hazy and incredibly cold. My skin turns pale, as if the last drop of blood has been drained from my body. I expected there might be violence occurring when Dennis rescued Melissa, but I couldn't imagine this outcome. Over the past year, rallying the few soldiers we had, establishing our camps and supplies has been hard enough. But now, everything. The consequences from war, right? Everything that these soldiers dedicated their efforts to, the last glimmer of hope for Shanghai's revival, all of it's gone. Because of me. It's that suffocating feeling again. Just like the day I discovered my parents had been executed by the Empress. Executed by Melissa. No, Melissa. It feels like someone is choking me. I once again have betrayed my country. Shanghai and Shimmy. Oh god, if you add too much to it, I won't remember. A specific memory of a day when I was 10 floods to me against my will. Okay, I think this is... We're good. We're good for now. God. Oh, the king. Vu, tomorrow's the day I will ascend to the throne. Do you know what that means? Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for the redeem. Does that mean you are not going to make rice for me anymore, father? I pouted at my father, expecting him to scold me for such a silly remark. Oh yeah, he's 10. He would soon become the king of a nation after all. Oh, I love those. the pandan rice cake. Oh my god, weeping. I want to eat Vietnamese desserts again. Oh my god, girl. I don't know where to get them. I miss them so much. Like, okay, we gotta go for some pho next time. Like, when we meet up, I want some pho, man. I miss that. But instead, ooh, special scene unlocked. Royal Taster. Oh, we collected all the food cards. Hell yeah! Yes, that means we opened up a special scene for men. Hell yeah. Got you. It's just a suggestion. We don't have to. Finally got those, like, can you just finish it so we can just look at the special scenes? But instead he broke into a laugh. Such nonsense. You are and always will be my son, and I will always make rice cakes for you. Maid, fire up the kitchen. I'm going down there to make rice cakes for my beloved son.
Yay, I love you, father.
The crackling sound from the candle brings me back to reality. But it's not just my country that I betrayed, is it? All these years, the sole reason why I'm in so much pain is the fact that I lost my family, the people who unconditionally loved and trusted me. The people who had never doubted my capabilities to become a good prince, despite what I did. Chunky. And once again, I'm reminded of a fact. It is my weakness, my impulsiveness, driven by personal feelings, that has caused my country's destruction. That has killed my parents. I tear the letter into shreds, letting a stream of hot tears run down my face. And in this moment, I learned a second lesson about betrayal. Sometimes, you betray someone without even knowing it until it's too late. Damn. Gotta take a sip of my green tea for that. Vu, what's the matter? I've been distancing myself from Mai since the day she returned from Harbin. The mere sight of her beautiful face evokes a turmoil within me, and I can't bring myself to look into her eyes without feeling this internal strife. Nothing. I was just distracted by the sound of the wind outside. I have to lie. These conflicted feelings about her are chipping away at my sanity day by day, so much that my chronic nausea has come back. Once again, the food I eat loses its taste. The music I play loses its meaning. Despite knowing it was not her fault, it was my uncontrolled feelings for her that got the Shanghai camps destroyed. Mai reaches out to cup my face and puts her lips on mine. Every centimeter that she touches burns me with an indescribable agony. Vu, I think I'm ready to take the next step with you. Oh, this is the... Her words do not help me either. Of course, there's nothing I want more than to be intimate with her. Oh, this is when they do that. Yep. There were so many nights I fantasized about us being together, about how soft her skin feels under my touch, about how good she feels underneath me, about how I would please her until she passes out from play. Okay, alright, Vu, we get it. But right now, all of these fantasies are not strong enough to suppress my regret about writing that letter to Tsui. I'm in pain. Don't know what to do anymore.
Mr. True, welcome in. Let me give you a shout out. Welcome in, Mr. True.
Welcome in, Mr. True. How's it going? Oh, wait. How come it's not working? Oh, that's because I spelled shout out wrong. Lol, funny me. Here you go. Here you go, Mr. True. Another spooter is amidst us right now. Good to see you. Missed you in the streams, of course. I'm scared that once we cross the line, I will not be able to turn back. The ecstasy she would bring me might drown me and stop me from making the right decisions. I'm not ready to have this conversation yet. Why? I'm just a little bit tired today. Please don't be upset. You know you are special to me, right? Of course, I understand. Looking at her leaving my room, I shove my face into my palms. I try to be calm and cool, but the pained look she had on her face just a moment ago made me want to cry. I know what it's like to feel rejected, to be in pain. I drop down to my bed, trying to suppress my tears. I wish I could tell you about how I feel, but I really need time to think things through, to get over this dark time. Oh, my poor boy. My poor boy is suffering. He is suffering! Poor Vu, though. October 13th, 45, 77 days till the murder. Here we go. 77 days. I returned to my room from a walk, only to see my room door open. Someone is here. What is this? Maya is holding the portrait of Empress Li Fam. She must have gone through my box. Vu, why do you cherish all this stuff so much? Well, it's just a habit. I try to be vague to avoid her questions, but I'm not even sure what to say to her at this moment. Am I not enough for you? I realize that Maya is mistaking me for loving the Empress. How could she not when that has been the mask I've been wearing all along? She might even see me staring at the contents of the box in my room sometimes. What am I to you, Vu? Mai presses me even more, but truth be told, even when I know it hurts her so much to think that I choose the Empress over her, I have no way to explain myself. I can't tell her the truth about who I am. After everything that happened, I've learned that telling anyone about my identity, even if it's Mai, will drag me one step further for my plan of getting revenge. I'm sorry. I can't find the right words to explain to you right now. Can we talk about this another day? I decide to stay silent. At this moment, I would rather be hated by Mai than to risk that. Maybe if I have some more time to find the right words, I can find a way to explain to Mai. Mai's eyes start being teary, and that sinks me into panic. Don't want to see her cry. Mai, please don't. I extend my arm to pull her in for an embrace to calm her down, but she jerks away. Her tears stop. She shoots me an icy glare that I've never seen before. I will only say this once, Vu. This is the last time I will see you. Looking at her striding away from my room, I dropped to the chair, letting self-hatred drown me. How much more do I have to make people that I care about suffer? I'm lounging around in my room, still burdened by the incident with Mai this afternoon, when I hear the voice of the head eunuch. Consort Vu, please come out to receive an imperial edict.
Welcome,
Edict.
raiders.
Oh my god! There's another raid!
Chi-Chi, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. Let me give you a shout out. Welcome in, Chi-Chins. Good to see you. Thank you for bringing your friends and community over. Hello, my name is Choco. I am a tarantula VTuber. My older brother Vanilla is technically Chi-Chin's sibling because they have the same guardian, as if you will, both Mama and Papa. However, I have a different Mama and Papa, so we're kind of like siblings. You know, cousins. I don't know, but like, hey, we love Chi-Chin here, and Chi-Chin's always welcomed. Also, I hope you had an amazing time on stream. Step sibling. What you doing? Oh no, not no, not like these. Not like these. Anyways, yeah, we're both tarantula VTubers. Hello, nice to meet you. So if you don't see me, it's probably Vanilla. We are actually doing a visual novel. A continuation of a visual novel called Who Murdered My Empress, and it's a very interesting one indeed. But I hope you had a very, very good stream, Chi-Chin, and remember to stretch, remember to hydrate yourself, and if you haven't eaten yet, please have a good meal. You are more than welcome to stay as long as you like, and make yourself comfortable, and to everyone that you brought over as well. I saw that on stream. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, you're doing more RPG design? How cool. I love it when Chi-Chin does like game design stuff. It's always cool. It's so cool to see like Chi-Chin like map everything out. It's so fun. So if you guys like game design and things like that, and linguistics, please visit Chi-Chin. They're amazing. Yes, it's the same one. It's the Who Murdered My Empress, the one that we always been playing, and then we took a break from it, and now we're back. Because we used to do this once a week, and I really wanted to finish this game, so we're gonna finish this game. So that's why we're going back to it. But yeah, we are, of course, doing a spectacular streamathon. If you don't know about it, it's a charity stream hosted by Gamers Outreach. That's why you see other streamers do a spectacular streamathon, and that's what it's all about. And it's a great charity that helps that brings play to children in hospitals. And so if you would like to donate, you can also, or support them, you can click on the link that I've pinned up on the chat, and or in the about section there is a spectacular streamathon picture. You can click that and it'll take you straight to the campaign, and you can support them that way. We've been working with Gamers Outreach for a couple of years now, and we always love their cause, and we only hope for the best and for them, and hope they raise a lot of money to make these go-karts that basically are game kiosks for these children to play while they are in their recovery process, to help them recover faster. And so it's amazing. As a fellow gamer, I think it's very exciting to bring children play, especially when they're in an environment where it could be scary, and it will definitely help them in terms of their recovery process. So yeah, feel free to check them out and give them support if you like. Yeah. And yeah, Chichin, stay as long as you like. You're very welcome to sit, in any of the sofas here. Make yourself comfortable, and we're going to continue the visual novel. So if you like a little bit of reading, this is literally what I'm doing the whole stream. Just reading out loud, because there's no voice acting in this, but the story is immaculate. So, yeah, I have to do lunch and gym in a bit. No worries. You have a great lunch, and good luck at the gym. Get those gains, and I hope to see you soon, Chichin. Thanks so much for the raid. So now we know that Vu is evicted as a consort. He is no longer going to be in the palace anymore. And we can finally see his point of view and where he's gone, because we don't know where he's gone after he got evicted. So I came out to the hallway and bowed down in front of the head eunuch. Empress Li Fam has decreed your removal from the harem. You will depart alongside the other concubines during the next full moon. As of now, you are stripped of your consort title. What? His words shake me to the core. I am aware of Mai's pride, and the events of this afternoon must have wounded her deeply. However, I didn't anticipate her taking such an extreme step. Did I hurt her to such an extent? Or am I not as important to her as I believed? For her to discard me so effortlessly? Oh, this is based on a Vietnamese court. This is like 19th century old Vietnam. Like, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, this is basically the main character, the Empress. There's no king, there's only an Empress, and she has like a harem of guys, basically. Yeah. Yeah. And it's a pretty interesting story. I did do like the whole main story. I finished the whole main story on stream. And if you guys are ever interested, this game is called Who Murdered My Empress. In my video collections, you can find under visual novels, you can find the different parts, because all of those parts I played before, and I saved it under highlights. So you'll be able to find it under visual novel. It's pretty cool, if you would like to check it out. Or you can, of course, always give this game dev some support. Her name is V, and she's amazing. I've actually followed her on TikTok and watched her whole game development and all the updates, and finally she released the game and I bought it immediately. And she's so good at writing. Like, the whole premise of the story is so good, and everyone that is part of this game did such a great job. Like, whether it's the art, whether it's like the design of everything, the whole formatting, the BG art, the music, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's been a few weeks since Mai decided to expel me from the harem, and tonight marks my final night in the palace. Word from Tang and the other consorts reveals that Mai has been under immense stress, refusing to eat and sleep properly for the sake of work. But I, and everyone else, know that it is because of me. Despite me trying to write Mai letters to apologize, with the hope that my words will ease her heartache, she refuses. In desperation, I've been turning to alcohol, hoping it would dull my stress. But much like trying to smother a flame with a gust of wind, the fire only rages hotter. Drinking to forget only amplifies the agony. The absence of Mai from my life for just a few weeks made me realize the gravity of my mistake. I had hoped to find the right words to mend things, but it's too late. The opportunity to reconcile with Mai had already gone that moment I refused to explain the Empress's portrait to her. No matter how hard I've tried to ignore them, memories of tender moments with her constantly burn in the back of my mind. I miss her so much that I trade my life to rewind time to the day we kissed in the Longan garden, or when I rested my head on her lap during her calligraphy lessons. Chugging down a cup of wine, I curse myself for the irony of my fate. Why is it that every decision I make seems to be wrong? How do I always end up causing pain to those I love? Oh, poor Vu. 48 days till the murder, November 10th, 1845. We're cutting close. Sag. Yeah, it really is. Like, we didn't know his point of view before, but now we know. It's like, damn. After leaving the harem, I decided to travel to Shanghai. Word on the street had it that Daviet's government recently withdrew most soldiers from Shanghai and opened up the border for trading, easing travel back and forth. It took me 4 days to cross Daviet's border. Well, sip of my green tea. Standing before the strip of desert land stretching across the amber horizon, I take my first step into the border of Shanghai. Shanghai, I have finally returned. My knees suddenly feel weak, and I kneel down onto the land of my country. I clench a handful of the cold, white sand and cry out loud, letting my tears as well as the overwhelming emotions take over. The pain of losing my family, the shame of my actions, and the hardships of 6 years in a foreign country resurface like an unhealed wound being prodded. I squeeze my hands harder, trying to let the gritty sand distract me from the ache in my heart. But instead, it slips through my fingers. After a moment to compose myself, I stand up, wipe my tears, and head towards the capital. After 6 years, I finally gathered enough courage to return. There. To my surprise, there are no Daviet guards in the old palace. In fact, there is no one here at all. It seems like since the year the Empress conquered Shanghai, this place has been abandoned. The halls that once hosted the most grandiose, I don't even know how to say that correctly because English, ceremonies are now dark and weathered. The intricate gold carvings that once shine on the walls have faded, covered with dust and dried vines. But even with the emptiness and bad state of this place, memories of my childhood come flooding back in each corner. Grandiose. Thank you, Chichi. I can definitely count on you when it comes to words. Big words like that. Chichin is a master of languages. The smell of the rice cakes my father made for me in the kitchen, or the gentleness of my mother's voice singing me lullabies in my room on the nights I couldn't sleep. My steps halt in front of the main hall of the palace as I realize exactly where I am. Supposedly, in this very room, the Empress executed my parents. Though I wasn't present, the mere image of what transpired in this room causes my eyes to shut involuntarily. I turn back and rush out of the room, unable to bear another moment because it's also the same room where I had my last fight with my parents before running away, a decision I've never stopped regretting. Leaning against a stone pillar outdoors, I try to catch my breath, not realizing that I've arrived at the altar area of the royal family. "Are you here to pray to our founder?" Startled, I turn face to face the source of the voice. "My pardon?" An elderly woman stands before me, her eyes clouded with the milky haze of blindness. I panic. I recognize her. Despite the weight of the years that has been etched themselves upon her skin, she is the priestess who has been tending to the altar since I was a child. Today's the day. I'm trying to make it. Today's the death day of Van Huey, one of the founders of the country. I thought that people have forgotten about him after the war, but it seems like you still came. I clear my throat, trying to alter my voice so she would not recognize who I am. I'm too ashamed to let anyone in Shanghai recognize me. Yes, I'm here to pray. Facing the shrine, I kneel to the ground and begin to pray. Van, one of our revered figures, is worshipped by our people not only for securing the land, but also for his ability to make sacrifices and tough decisions, even betraying the woman he loved. Indeed, all of his shrines, the inscription reads, "The weight of the crown, the resolve of decisions." Over the years, his tale has faded from common knowledge, and the number of his worshippers in Shanghai has dwindled. But due to my direct familial connection to him, we regularly offer prayers intended to his shrine. Mai's words about the curse involving Mai Tian, Van's wife, suddenly crosses my mind. I steal a glance at the priestess, contemplating whether she holds any knowledge about the doppelganger curse. Just as I am on the verge of asking, hesitation takes hold. Am I reluctant to explore that thought because of the overwhelming emotions coming from visiting this place? Or am I hesitating to inquire because I fear hearing something I'd rather not know? "Young man, now that you've finished your prayers, would you mind taking a brief stroll with me to the garden?" Why did I give her an accent like that? "I apologize for imposing, but you see, guests are a rare occurrence, and I would truly cherish some company." Her request catches me off guard, but I reluctantly agree and trail behind her. As we walk, I recall when I was a kid. I occasionally glimpsed her from a distance, but we never spoke. She was the caretaker of the shrine and the garden, tending to it with exceptional care. My parents held her in high regard, appreciating her green thumb and ability to nurture even the most temperamental flowers, despite Shanghai's unsuitable weather for tropical plants. Curious, I ask. "Apologies for asking, but the palace has been abandoned for years. Why are you still working here?" She smiles kindly, which makes the lines in her forehead more pronounced. "Because of this." She points to a big apricot blossom tree in the middle of the garden. Or more precisely, a used-to-be garden. The space is overrun by vines and weeds, with the apricot tree being the sole plant receiving any care. It's strange that the tree is blooming with blossoms even though it's not spring. Despite the state of the garden, the apricot tree seems well maintained. What about this plant?
"Back in the day, during Shanghai's peak as a nation, the
queen's fondness for apricot blossom flowers led to the king to import this plant, Daviet. We refer to it as the mother plant because all the smaller apricot blossom plants were derived from it. I briefly closed my eyes, sinking into memories of springtime from my childhood. The palace hallways were adorned with hundreds of apricot blossom branches. I can never forget the bright, crisp yellow color, signaling the arrival of spring and the festive activities that children adored. Until now, I was unaware that they all originated from this single plant. And on the night the prince was born, the first blossom of the season would unfurl on this tree. That's another reason the king cherished this plant so much. As always, the thought of my father stirs up a tight sensation in my chest. My father loved me so much, always striving to fulfill my wishes despite his busy court responsibilities. He made an effort to provide me with a normal and joyful childhood, unlike other royal children. To me, he wasn't just a king. He was my beloved father who always did his best. I'm not going to do the priestess voice because it's actually really... my throat hurts. Before the army of Daviets infiltrated the palace, the king, knowing that he wouldn't survive the attack, entrusted me with the task of keeping this plant alive until the prince's return. He believed that it might bring the prince joy to be reminded that the king and queen loved him very much. They hoped the prince won't forget them. And he said when that day comes, the prince will decide what to do with this plant. I swallowed hard, attempting to maintain composure, though I can already feel my face growing hot. But why? It was merely a promise made years ago about a plant. Why is it so crucial that you can't move on from this fading place? What if the prince is no longer alive? Since the day I entered the palace, I embraced my duty to remain loyal and serve the king and queen. Their proven compassion only strengthened my loyalty. And the thing is, it's never just a promise. Keeping that promise is a decision I made. Of course, I could have abandoned the palace, but that wouldn't have been the right decision. Oh my god, I can't English today. Decision for my conscience. Like duty, it's a choice that I've chosen to stick to, no matter what. A choice, you said. She turns to me. Her smile is still broad, but her milky white pupils seem to pierce into me. So, young man, tell me, what would the prince do with this plant? As he contemplates, this is very good. But unfortunately, we have to save because it is time. It is time to... We have to go back. And we have to end the stream now. But we have to find out who we want to raid. Definitely someone who's doing the spectacular streamathon, and to keep up the support train, of course. Much thanks to Aries and Chichin for your raid, and also Cool for the sub. Thank you so much for you guys for stopping by. It's really great to see usual friends that are here and also new people. Really nice to meet you guys. My name is Choco once again. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of this stream, and I hope to see you soon after these messages, after we find a person to raid. So we'll be right back.
We believe kids deserve a chance to be themselves. Video games inspire joy. They represent an opportunity for us to connect with each other through activity and story. Kids receiving medical treatment often have only a few outlets. With massive support from the gaming community, we have delivered hundreds of go-karts to healthcare facilities around the world, enabling more than 5 million gaming experiences annually. We have shared the gift of play with over 400 hospital partners.
Almost every therapeutic gaming program in the country's backbone is the Gamers Outreach card.
We need your help to get there. Together, we can help others level up.
Okay, we back now. We back. We back. We back, and we will decide who to raid right now. Okay, let's see. Who is doing the streamathon thing? Let's see. Okay. There is one, but they're sleeping, so let's actually say hi to some of my friends. Ooh. We can say hi to Tiffy. Let's see. What's Tiffy doing? Tiffy's playing Final Fantasy Online. That's right. You know what? I think we could definitely say hi to Tiffy. Okay, let's get the raid message. It is Choco's Buddha raid. Couple of that. Of course, a little heart there. And get this ready for you guys. So Tiffy is a half-elf tea-tuber. So they're very, very adorable and a very, very nice person. Very talented individual, and I hope you will enjoy their content. And if you'd like to give them a follow, please do, because they are very amazing. Again, thank you so much for coming to this spectacular streamathon. Remember, if you always like to support Gamers Outreach for this wonderful cause, go ahead and click on the link that's clipped on the chat pin thing. Yeah, it'll take you straight to the campaign, and you can support them that way. You can either donate, or you can, check out more streamers that are doing the hashtag SS2024 as well, to give them some more exposure and support. So guys, it's really nice to hang out with you today. I'm glad we got through like a big chunk of, the visual novel of Vu's POV. I've absolutely loved this visual novel, and I really hope to finish it so that we can get to those special scenes. So alrighty guys, I'll probably see you next time. Bye.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Abe.
And here at Children's Hospital Colorado, we are so fortunate to have these go-karts from Gamers Outreach.
Kids are able to use them in their rooms to normalize their hospital stay, and we can deploy these not only at our main facility, but at our other locations throughout the state as well.
It is always so awesome bringing these into patients' rooms and just seeing their faces light up. So thank you, Gamers Outreach, and everyone who makes this possible.
Thank you.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Abe.
And here at Children's Hospital Colorado, we are so fortunate to have these go-karts from Gamers Outreach.
Kids are able to use them in their rooms to normalize their hospital stay, and we can deploy these not only at our main facility, but at our other locations throughout the state as well.
It is always so awesome bringing these into patients' rooms and just seeing their faces light up. So thank you, Gamers Outreach, and everyone who makes this possible.
Thank you.